In order to learn how to find out subject from a sentence, let's get familiar with a few sentences first. Now we can see 6 sentences on the screen, and the first step is to find out the verbs from each sentence. So what is the verb in the first sentence? Beena danced. We know that it is danced, the verb. In the second sentence, the boy cried. What is the verb? Cried is the verb. In the third sentence, the beautiful girl is singing. What is the verb? Is singing is the verb. In the fourth sentence, the big black wooden box is too heavy. What is the verb? Is the verb. In the fifth sentence, a melodious song sings the shepherd. What is the verb there? Sings is the verb. And in the final sentence, the quality of the product is not so good. What is the verb there? Is the verb. Who danced? Then we'll get the answer. Beena danced. In the second question, in the second sentence, who cried? Then we'll get the answer. The boy cried. In the third sentence, who is singing? Then we'll get the answer. The beautiful girl is singing. In the not the question, sentence. In the fourth sentence, just ask yourself, what is too heavy? Then we'll get the answer. The big black wooden box is too heavy. Now in the in the fifth sentence, uh, we can ask who sings, then we'll get the answer at the end of the sentence, the shepherd. Coming to the final sentence, ask yourself the question, what is not so good? Then you'll get the answer, the quality of the product. So the words that we underlined with blue color are called the subject of each sentence. This is the way to find out the subject. I hope you understood. Anyway, let's check the subjects of the sentences once more. The subject of the first sentence, Beena danced, is Beena. What is the subject of the sentence, the boy cried? The boy. What's the subject of the sentence, the beautiful girl is singing? The beautiful girl. Again, what's the subject of the sentence, the big black wooden box is too heavy? No doubt it is the big black wooden box. What's the subject of the fifth sentence? A melodious song sings the shepherd. The answer is the shepherd. And coming to the final sentence, what's the subject of the sentence? The subject of the sentence is the quality of the products. A subject is the name of a person, thing, bird, animal, etc. in a sentence that does an action or is in a particular state. What is the predicate in a sentence? Let's check the same sentences to learn predicate. Let's check. So these are the subjects of these sentences. What remain after isolating or separating a subject from a particular sentence? For example, here we found out Beena is the subject of this sentence. Then what is the remaining portion of that sentence? Danced. So danced is the predicate of the first sentence. Coming to the second sentence, the boy cried. We identified the boy is the subject. What remains after isolating the subject? The boy cried. Cried is the remaining portion of that sentence. So, cried is the predicate of that sentence. Now, coming to the third sentence, the beautiful girl is the subject. After separating the beautiful girl, that is the subject from the sentence, what remain in that sentence is singing. Is singing is the remaining portion of that sentence. So, is singing is the predicate of that sentence. Now we can come to the fourth sentence. The big black wooden box is the subject of that sentence. What is the remaining portion of that sentence? Is too heavy. So that's the predicate of that sentence. Now coming to the a little complicated sentence. A melodious song sings the shepherd. What is the predicate here? The shepherd is the subject that we know. Then what else is remaining? A melodious song sings. These are the remaining portion. So that is the predicate of that sentence. Now coming to the last sentence, as easy it is, um, the quality of the products is not so good. What is the remaining portion after separating the subject from that sentence? What is the subject? The quality of the products. After separating the subject, what is the remaining portion of that sentence? Is not so good. So what is the predicate of that sentence? Is not so good is the predicate of that sentence. What is a compliment? In order to understand what a compliment is, let's look into a few more sentences. Diana is. Lakshmi and Lalita are. I am. Rutha was. Aniket and Pranav were. The movie will be. The course shall be. Do you think or do you feel any meaning in any of these sentences? Sentences mean, can we call them sentences? Is there a completion for any of these group of words? No. So we cannot find out a completion in any of these groups of words. So what should we add to these sentences to make the meaning of the sentence or meaning of these groups of words complete? Let's check. Diana is a teacher. Look, immediately the sentence became meaningful when we added a phrase, a teacher. Lakshmi and Lalita are sisters. It became a sentence now. It got meaning. I am. Third, I am satisfied. I am satisfied. Yes, that sentence got a meaning. I am satisfied. Fourth sentence. Rutha was happy. Rutha was happy. Sentence got a meaning now. Next, Aniket and Pranav were busy. Oh, these people were so busy. Aniket and Pranav were busy. The movie will be funny. Oh, I am much interested to watch that movie. It will be funny. The course shall be interesting. Oh, friends, you should join that course. It shall be interesting. Look, when we added some words to these sentences, these sentences got a completion, a sense of completion. So the words that we added in order to added to these sentences, in order to give them meanings, those words are called a complement. I hope you understood.